Hey. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Yella, and I am back with another YouTube video. As you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be doing a seafood mukbang and a Q&A. I'm happy as fuck because I got seafood, y'all. Anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share your girl link, all that good stuff. And I keep looking at this food, y'all. It looks so good. But anyways, I had posted a poll on my story. And a lot of people actually commented. They gave me a lot of good questions. I got some good questions and answers for you guys. And we just gonna start eating. We're gonna have to use our hands. Y'all, I might look hungry as hell on this video because, to be honest, I haven't ate nothing since morning today, and it's like almost 6 o'clock right now. But yeah, we finna grub. So y'all, my first question is, did I get an epidural? Yes, I got an epidural, and I got it because the amount of pain I was in. Oh my gosh, I hate needles. I despise needles. But the amount of pain I was going through, I knew I was not going to be able to push that baby out natural. So yeah, I got the epidural. So the second question is, how was the pain? The scale of the... Oh, okay. I'm distracted. So the second question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much was the pain? The pain of the birth, I'd say a 7. It was not as bad as I thought, y'all, honestly. Because I got that epidural, though, for sure. And then the pain of the epidural, the amount of pain I was in taking the epidural, that was a scale. I'd say that was like a 4. It's a 2 going in y'all back. That shit is not comfortable. But then the scale of the pain of the amount of pain I was in for the contractions was the worst part. It was the worst part of the whole thing. That shit was horrible. Them contractions hurt. So the third question, guys, is how do contractions feel? And I'm gonna just say this right now. Sorry if I look hungry as hell. I'm eating like a damn pig. Seafood is my favorite, y'all. And I will get the meat out of every single part there is out of the crab, period. Okay? Yes, third question was, what do contractions feel like? Contractions feel like y'all had a period, and a period was 20 times that. Like, I couldn't stand up straight. I was in the bed, bending forward. Like, I couldn't even lay back on my back and be comfortable. It was painful. As I said, the contractions was the worst part. And then they give you stuff or whatever before you actually end up giving birth. That's if you're not dilating, though. Yeah, that's if you're not dilated. But because if you're dilating, they're just gonna make you bring the baby out. They're not gonna make you have take any medicine to stop the labor. Yeah, contractions feel like hell. They hurt really freaking bad. My fourth question is, how long was labor? My labor was from 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning the day before I gave birth, all the way till I gave birth. That's a long ass time. See, the thing is, at that night I was actually having the pain. I thought it was like Braxton Hicks. I didn't think too much of it because of how far along I was in my pregnancy. I was only 33 weeks And it was painful or whatever, so I thought I was having Braxton Hicks. I didn't think of it too much, like I'm going into labor, you know. I was expecting my water to break too. Oh, I think that's another question. I'm gonna get there. This question is the pain experience and was I nervous? I was nervous though, ever since I had to show up at the hospital. I just didn't think that I was actually gonna give birth to my baby boy so soon. So actually when I actually got admitted in the hospital was when I got nervous, because I was not expecting him to come so fast. So I was scared or whatever. I ain't even much like pack my baby bag, guys. Like, I wasn't ready for it. So I was scared. My sixth question is, do I recommend epidural or natural birth? Honestly, for me, I recommend epidural, but people is different because not everybody can take the pain tolerance of the needle going in their back, and it's a very serious procedure. You do gotta be careful or whatever. But the amount of pain I was in, I knew I wouldn't be able to give birth to him natural. So I took the epidural, and it's whatever you feel is comfortable for you. If you thinking like, oh, if you thinking to yourself like, you gonna fuck up taking that epidural when you really like scared and shit, don't do it. Cause let's say you having contractions, right? While they're doing the epidural, you can't move at all. You cannot move. Like, cause the type of pain I was in, I was rocking back and forth. I was bending everywhere. The lady had to get me prepared. She was like, look, you gotta get this epidural. You cannot move. If you have a contraction, you cannot move. You gotta stay still. I was like, how? And then he was getting ready to do the epidural, right? And then I started having contractions right before it. I told him he had to wait. The doctor had to wait till I was finished with my contractions. And I told him to do that shit fast as possible. Because y'all, there's just shit flicking everywhere. Like, damn. But honestly, yeah, I do recommend the epidural. It takes so much pain away, guys. Oh, wow. I'm thankful I actually took the epidural. I don't know how people go natural. I wouldn't be able to do it. My next question is, does it hurt really bad? Birth wasn't as I expected, as I said, because of the epidural that I took. I was expecting, y'all, I think the reason I was so scared was because my mom was talking to me, right? And she was like, oh, your hips gotta expand like this. And I'm like, my hip bones type shit. So that's really why I was scared and all that. And it's a big little head coming out of there, that little hole. But yeah, guys, the pain was not as I expected. So I think that part went good for me, actually pushing him out. I was surprised I actually did it that good. And with the right help, with like people actually telling you what to do and being there while you're giving birth, is helpful. My next question is, what was the next question? If I got the epidural, was the epidural painful? Y'all, I'm getting my phone dirty. Okay. I took the epidural, yeah. And the thing is, the epidural didn't feel as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was very uncomfortable. Like, it's actually a tube going in your back, a little plastic tube that has to stay in your back. And you stay connected to this thing. Because what I didn't know is the epidural isn't just a shot. It's something that is you're connected to. And if you want more numb, the numb feeling of the epidural, you can press that button. Sorry, y'all, my mom came circling behind the camera. But anyways, what was I even? What question was I on? Oh yeah, was the epidural painful? Oh yeah, I was talking about how you're connected to a machine that the epidural keeps going in your back. So that's that too. The epidural is like in your lower back, and it goes down to your legs and all, you know, your pelvic area, all of that. This potato, y'all. This is so blessed. I love my seafood, guys. I love seafood. What am I saying? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the epidural, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be while I was taking it. But I do recommend it. So the next question is my stomach stretched out? Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. My stomach, your girl snapped back. Let me tell you. Let me show y'all something. Your girl snapped back. Tell me where. Okay. But, yeah, guys, I'm surprised. Right after he came out. Not right after he came out. But what they do is they take the baby out or whatever, and then they push on your stomach. Like, it hurt. Hell yeah, because your baby just came out. But it's to help you, I guess. They come in, they make it fat again or whatever. They come press on your lower abdomen or whatever to make it go down. That was painful, guys. I'm like, why the f she doing so hard? But y'all see flat tummy tea? But no, my stomach is not stretching out. Your girl got her body back. The other question was, am I going to miss being pregnant? Honestly, no. I'm not. Because with being pregnant, you got to be so careful with shit. Like, you can't do a lot of stuff. And then you're very limited in, like, moving. Like, just doing stuff, period. Man, I don't like that. I'm thankful my baby here. You know, I love him. I love the fuck out of my baby, but I don't miss my belly. That's one thing. I wanted my belly back so bad. I wanted to wear my clothes, guys. But I don't really miss being pregnant. I don't. And I don't think, I will never be pregnant again. My baby boy is my one and only. Thank God for him. He's so beautiful. The next question is, how does it feel to pee? Honestly, horrible. At first. I'm good now. It's been a week. So, the thing is, it was a little extra horrible for me having to go back to the bathroom for the first time because I had got stitches. I had got a second degree tear, and I had to get stitches. I know, poor me. But they have to actually make you go to the bathroom. Like, she was like, you have to go use the bathroom. And I was like, how? I do not have to pee right now. And she was like, yeah, come on. Whatever. What the fuck? What am I doing right now? And what they do is, you know, those Perry bottles? They're Perry bottles, and that was so helpful. Like, you spray it or whatever on the area, and then it just makes the pee come out. I was like, how'd that work? But it happened. After that, it didn't hurt. Nothing. It was just uncomfortable and weird because I have stitches down there. Not everybody gets stitches because not everybody tears. But if you do, good luck, baby. So the other question was, did I cry? I didn't cry. I didn't. I thought I was going to. Everything was just so sudden and fast. It's like, yeah, it was pain, but it wasn't to make me cry. But I was just going through it. I was like, so much shit was going on. I was just focused on getting him out. I couldn't sit there and cry. He had to come out. I was not gonna sit there and be crying. So, no, I didn't cry. I just had to get him out. Next question is, did I have a hard time pushing him out? Honestly, I did. I did. Because it's not like I took any birth classes or anything like that, or even watched any videos. I was the type of person in my pregnancy that couldn't watch birth videos. It made me cringe. I was scared. The part that was hard about it was me not knowing how to do it. I'm sitting here breathing in and out of my mouth and shit, and I'm like, I was doing it wrong a couple times. The doctor was getting aggravated with me and everything. Like, excuse me, I've never done this before. So, and then they started to tell me, okay, I'm getting the hang of it and on how to breathe, pushing him out, and all of that. And once I got the hang of it, then it was easier. But y'all, pushing feel like, I'm trying to say this in the most clean way possible. Pushing feels like the size of a baby coming out your ass. Like, it feels like you're shitting out a baby, basically. That's what pushing feels like. The other question is, did I poop myself? No, I didn't poop myself. I know some people who actually do. Well, I don't know some people. I know of some people who did, but I didn't. No. The next question is, did they drug me? They don't drug me. They don't drug you. They only ask you, there's only epidural or natural. But they're not gonna give you no other drugs. It's either epidural or natural. So I guess the drug I did take was the epidural. I guess. The next question, guys, is, was I scared taking the epidural? I was scared. And I think I answered something like this. But I was scared. I didn't know how it was gonna feel. The thing is, I heard a lot of stories with, like, well, not stories. It's just a fact that if you move during taking the epidural, you can be paralyzed. And I was having bad contractions. So I tried my best, y'all. I took that on epidural like a G. Period. And it was alright. As I said, it wasn't as bad as I expected. Other question is, did my baby cry coming out? Did he cry coming out? Not really. I mean, it was a little cry. I mean, he whined. It wasn't like a loud ass, you know, but he whined. And then I think it was like after, when he came out, the doctor has to stick a tube in his mouth to take the liquid out. And then after that, he was crying. And then when they they put him on my chest and everything, and then took him in his little bag, he was crying. My poor boo-boo. So the other question is, how did I feel taking the epidural? I felt amazing, y'all. I felt great. Like, my body was so numb. From my waist, like my lower back down. I ain't felt a thing. Y'all couldn't even move my legs. My mom, the doctors had to move my legs for me. The epidural worked like it was amazing. After, I was glad I took that epidural. Honestly, it made it so much easier. But I felt so laid back and chill. So that's why I recommend it. It makes things easier. Well, for me. Oh, I like this question. Okay. This question is, how did being a mom change my mindset presently? So, honestly, guys, it changed me to be more positive, and it made me like, I just realized it is definitely not about me no more, and like everything is about my baby boy, like everything. Like, I love the hell out of him. So it's like now, let's say I get like sad or whatever, I don't even want to be in that type of depressed stage, because I'm thinking about my baby. It's like, I have him, I'm supposed to be happy, and I want to be happy so that he could be happy, you know? Yeah, feel me? So that's really how I feel, and I feel like that made things better for me in a way, and that's good. And that's really how it changed my mindset to be more loving and positive. Try to be, at least. I'll tell y'all, I'm going at every corner of these crabs. Like, I ain't even gonna finish the whole thing in this video. I'm gonna have some good ass leftovers. But what's the next question? I think this is the last question, honestly. It is. So this last question was, if I smoked during pregnancy. Only the beginning, because first off, if you guys watched my other videos, y'all would know that I ain't found out I was pregnant until a little minute in. But I smoked, but I stopped. I definitely stopped. Definitely midway in. Because plus, I was also going through a lot of stress. I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna say BS. I'm gonna say I was going through BS that made me stress to make me smoke. So my mindset at that time was, relieve it. I know I had a baby, but really, guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. TNC, wow. I meant THC, marijuana, whatever, doesn't really, not physically or mentally directly harms your baby. But I did stop after a while. I did. Of course, I had to. I mean, like, I'm having a baby. But yeah, ooh, there's a whole bunch of meat here I ain't even gonna see. But yeah, I think that was the last question. But I do want to share with you guys that when you're in a whole bunch of pain, don't ignore it. Being pregnant, I was trying to make that shit go away. I was in labor for hours. I should have been at the hospital, guys. But I didn't know any better. But yeah, that's that. That's the end of the video. That's all the questions. I think I answered them right, of course. But I'm gonna be here finishing my crabs for sure. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share your girl link. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If I hope I helped out anybody with any type of questions with, like, you know, if anybody wanted, what's that word? God damn, what's that word? I'm thirsty. What's that word? I can't think of it right now. But I hope I helped out anybody who was curious about anything. I'm gonna have my socials down below. So you guys can DM me, ask me any questions if you guys want. Your girl here. But yes, that's the end of the video. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share your girl link. And we out.